just want to know how many times a bitch got to get acid thrown in her face for y'all to realize that pretty privilege does not exist. It is literally a microaggression of pretty punishment. Somehow, I just feel like the narcissist got a hold of the narrative before we did or before we could, or anybody that may have experienced bias or abuse because of literally how they look, whether it's because they're lighter or because they're actually attractive. It really be a Young Thug versus Glorilla situation, and motherfuckers will be siding with the Young Thug because they saying Glorilla got pretty privilege and she's lighter, so therefore it justifies the abuse, it justifies the bullying, and somehow we call it pretty privileges. When in reality, people who are actually pretty are just like living life, and like, especially if they're women, like we walking around with the same artillery, dealing with the same shit, pay gaps, rape, sexual harassment, we dealing with the same stuff. But because you see a woman getting picked to go through those things before you, you want to say it's a privilege or she's benefiting from colorism or something? No. She's a woman dealing with the same shit that you deal with every day. So where's the support? That's why you see some of the most attractive people doing the ugliest things, literally, or they're goofy, or they're doing things that seem opposite of what they look like. They have to do these things as a defense mechanism. They might not know it, but some of them to an extent are aware that they have to constantly humanize themselves because people constantly dehumanize them into an object based off how they fucking look. It's like a constant, let me make sure everybody know that I'm human and that I'm not perfect so that they can treat me with decency. Yes, I'm gonna dim my light. Not necessarily because I don't think I'm not shit, but to protect myself, because if I shine too bright, depending on the environment, you can have a Selena situation on your hands. Because you've heard the stories of beautiful women, even Holly Berry's story. She said she has not gained anything from being beautiful. It has not sheltered her from heartbreak or anything. You can't have these conversations because then people are gonna say you're arrogant and you should be grateful and that you're complaining about your life. Somebody is literally trying to open up to you about abuse, things that they are experiencing, and similar experiences that you are probably actually having, but you can't see past it because your ego is in the fucking way, and you're too busy thinking about what you would be doing if you look like that motherfucking person. That is envy and projection. And somehow, those people got a hold of the narrative before the victims could, before the people that's on the receiving end could, and we got these two bullshit-ass phrases going around. And I'm very heavy about colorism because it stems back to slave days. They put us against each other. You mad as you in the field versus being in the house. Do y'all not know that y'all both slaves? And then, I'm not speaking for everybody because there are some people that are messed up in the mind, but it's due to the abuse. So they feel like they have to wear this shield and they have to own. So they tend to say stupid shit but y'all already was coming at them fucked up. How else they gonna defend themselves? So yes, if you constantly want to tease me because I'm beautiful, well bitch, I'm finna embrace it now. Now I gotta embrace it. Now I gotta flex on you hoes. Now I'm arrogant. Now I'm a bitch. Now I'm light skinned. Fuck that. If you believe in pretty privilege, you have the same mentality as men who say that women are asking for it whenever they are harmed. Because those are the same men who go out their way to humble attractive women. And one of the ways they do that is assault. So you're no different devaluing a woman down to her looks when you don't know her fucking story. Just based off what you see God doing for her in her life. And you also don't believe in God.